السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن اهتدى بهداه. وبعد، اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت الحليم الحكيم. O Allah, we do not have knowledge besides that which you have granted us. For indeed you are most knowledgeable, most wise. Allahumma allimna ma yanfa'na وَانْفَعْنَا بِمَا عَلَّمْتَنَا. O Allah, grant us knowledge that is beneficial and benefit us from the knowledge that you have granted us. Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa' wa min aynin la tadma' wa min qalbin la yakhsha' wa min batnin la yashba' wa min du'a'in la yusma'. O Allah, we seek your protection from knowledge that is of no use. We seek your protection from eyes that will not cry for your sake. We seek your protection from a heart that will not fear you. We seek your protection from a stomach that will never be filled, from a soul that will never be content. And we seek your protection from a dua that is made to you, that is not answered. My dearest ulama of this blessed city of Cape Town, my dearest brothers and sisters and listeners, we all know that as Muslims, we are aiming for something. We are aiming for something very high. We are aiming for something that we have only been told about, but we have not seen. We are told that the best beauty of this dunya is but the dust of Jannah. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks of Jannah, the verses are so vivid, the descriptions are so deep, that even the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has told us, فِيهَا مَا لَا عَيْنٌ رَأَتْ وَلَا أُذُنٌ سَمِعَتْ وَلَا خَطَرَ عَلَى قَلْبِ بَشَرٍ. Definitely in Jannah is that which no eye has ever seen, no ear has ever heard, and no mind or no heart has ever thought of or ever imagined. What this means, my dear brothers and sisters, is that if you have seen anything in this dunya, wallahi, it does not qualify to be in Jannah. If you have seen something, think of what you've seen. The most beautiful of motor vehicles, the most beautiful of women, or in the case of women, the most handsome of men, or the loveliest of apartments and hotels, the best of houses, the best of beaches and sceneries and mountains. And I tell you, in terms of the world, your beautiful city of Cape Town competes. If the world was to be described, Cape Town would be described as the hur of this world, subhanallah. As a city, wallahi, you have been granted a lot. Breathtaking sceneries all over, with people whom I yet have to meet the match of. I have not come across better people than the people of this city. And I am not saying it because I am standing in front of you. I put Allah as a witness between myself and my statement. It is something I have seen. The hearts of the people, may Allah keep them as good as they are. Everyone who's ever been here has always commented positively before the scenery about the people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep this iman with us. May Allah keep us as the best of people. So remember, we are here in this dunya. We have a mission. That mission has a goal. That goal has a picture to it which has been described by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I was telling you, it is Jannah. فِيهَا مَا لَا عَيْنٌ رَأَتْ. No eye has ever seen whatever is in Jannah. And I've already told you, anything you've ever seen in Jannah is better than that. Anything you've ever heard of, any voice you've ever heard, any melodious recitations you might have heard, wallahi, in Jannah is something more soothing to the ear than you've ever heard. Similarly, if your mind or heart has imagined something, then remember, whatever you have thought of, Jannah is too high to have these lowly thoughts of ours in it. It will have better. I give you an example. If you were to close your eyes, or even with your eyes opened, and imagine vehicles in the air, glass boxes that we flew in. I sat in it and I thought of going to Australia. 2 minutes later, I flew through the wind and I landed in Australia. Does this go through your mind? It's possible for this to go through your mind. You can daydream about it. It can be a fairy tale. Wallahi, in Jannah is better than that. If your mind has thought about it, that means in Jannah is far beyond that. Read the fairy tales, the fiction stories. Wallahi, Jannah will be much better than that. More than that, we will have in Jannah, inshallah. Similarly, think of a glass castle suspended in the air with rivers of milk flowing. As you look down, you can actually see the glass. You can look straight through it. You can see rivers of pure honey and pure fruit juices, the blends that you so wish and desire. If you can picture it in your mind, remember, in Jannah is better than that. And imagine if you had to look at these rivers in your glass castle, which is suspended in the air, and as you desired for the honey, automatically you could taste it on your tongues. Can you imagine that? We can. We can imagine it. So it means in Jannah, wallahi, is something better than that. That is just the introduction. The big question is, who was Jannah prepared for? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already created Jannah. Who was it made for? I swear a qasam in this house of Allah, the creator of Jannah, the creator of myself and yourself, and the entire universe and whatever exists, that we are so fortunate to be from the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Jannah was created for us, inshallah. We must understand, we must realize that wallahi, this shahada we have, the kalima we have, is so powerful that there is nothing that can compete with it. Wallahi, I tell you that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has described the worst person from amongst us. The worst person from the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We all know we would like to enter Jannah. And inshallah, we will all enter Jannah. The problem is, some of us, due to our weakness, we might have to make a trip via Jahannam to Jannah. May Allah protect us. We all know when we are going for Hajj, may Allah take us all for Hajj. Those who've been, may Allah accept it. Those who haven't, may Allah make it easy for you to go. We all know that when we embark for Hajj, if you have a direct flight, you smile. Because you know, I'm going straight there. I'm leaving Cape Town. And I have been chosen to be from amongst those who will fly directly to Madinatul Munawwara. Subhanallah. Isn't it a privilege? Because you don't want to go via Addis Ababa or Nairobi. We all know what it feels like. We've heard. It's difficult. Your bags might get misplaced. You might have a problem. So we will ensure, if we can afford it, we will take the direct flight going straight through to Madinatul Munawwara, the Medina of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam.